Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss all commands related to histogram in Stata. So in this video we will first discuss how we can generate histogram in Stata. Then we will discuss how we can create histogram by density, frequency or percentage, and how we can add density and kernel density curves in histogram, and how we can generate histogram for dummy and categorical variables, and then how we can edit title, x-axis and y-axis of this histogram, and how we can change the number of bins and width of these bins in of histogram in Stata. So for this exercise, the data that is available to us contains one variable named as variable x, that will be our main variable. Then we have a variable for category, categorical variable. So you can see it has different values 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have a dummy variable for foreign and domestic. So now we will start with this data. First of all, we will create simple histogram for this variable. So just run this command histogram x and you will get the histogram for this variable x. Now you can see that this histogram is created by density. So these bins are divided and the information that is given to us on y-axis is based on density of the data. Now if we want to change that on the basis of frequency or percentage, just run this command histogram x, frequency. So now it will create histogram on the basis of frequency, and now you can see on the y-axis we have 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and these bars are on the basis of frequency of data. Similarly, if we want to get it on the basis of percentage, just write histogram x, percent. So now you can see on the y-axis side we have 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, and it is based on the percentage, and the histogram is created on the basis of percent values. So that's how you can create histogram based on density, frequency and percentage. By default, if you will run the command histogram x, it will give you histogram on the basis of density. Now if we want to add a density curve on the graph, we will run this command histogram x, normal. We can see that we have a this graph is already based on density, and now we have a density curve on that graph as well. Now if we want to add kernel density estimate to the graph, we will run this command histogram x, instead of normal we will write k density and press enter. Now you can see we have this graph and we have a k density curve on this graph. So for k density we can run another command as well, that will be histogram x, normal k density. Now we have both k density curve and normal curve. Now if we want to create this histogram on the basis of category variable, so for that we will run this command histogram x, by, and then brackets, and then we will add the name of that category variable, so that is named as CATVAR over here. So just press enter, and now you can see we have 3 categories of data, and for each category we have 1, 2, 3. For each value of category we have different histogram variable. So similarly, if you we can also create histogram on the basis of dummy variable. So we will just replace this category variable by dummy. So for dummy we have only 2 values, domestic and foreign, and now you can see we have 2 different histograms for both domestic and foreign values for this dummy variable. So for the dummy variable we can also extend this command by using histogram x, by dummy, and then press comma, and then we can add COLS, and in the brackets we can add 1, press enter, and now you can see we have both graphs, but now we can see like in the previous command they were side by side, and now you can get this graph in this. So now if you want to add titles to this graph, you can just run the command histogram x. For example, if you run this command histogram x with k density, what we will write over there, we will just run the command histogram x comma k density, then we will write title, and in the brackets using inverted commas we will write histogram with KD, for example. Just press enter, and now you can see the title of graph is there. Now if you also want to edit x-axis and y-axis, we will continue with this command, and after title we will write x title, brackets, in the inverted commas we will write this is x-axis, press enter, and now you can see on the x-axis side it is written this is x-axis. And if you also want to edit y title side, just continue with the previous command, write y title next to it, and then write whatever you want in the inverted commas. This is y axis, press enter, and now you can see we have the histogram with k density function, with the graph title, with the x-axis and y-axis title also written over there. Now if you want to change the number of bins, so first we will run this command histogram x. This is the simple histogram for and we can see the number of bins are 1 2 3 4 5. Now if you want to change the number of bins, just run this command histogram x comma bin, and in the bracket write 4. Now you can see we have histogram with 4 bins. If you want to increase it, you can just change the number, and in bin you can, for example, if we write 8, now you can see we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so we don't have more than that. Now if you want to change the width of this bin, just run the command histogram x. This is the simple histogram. You can see the width of this. If you want to change the width, next to histogram x, in the bracket write, for example, if we write 5, you can see the width has changed. So if you write something like 2 or 1, press 1, you can see that how we can change the width of these bins as well. So that's all for this video. If you have any questions, just leave that in the comment section. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. I hope I have covered all the commands related to histogram, and if I have missed any, just mention that in the comment section, and hopefully you can do it after getting to know all these commands. Thank you.